the world's #1 female golfer just made an announcement that completely shocked the golf community, and what she revealed will blow your mind. Hey everybody, before we jump into this amazing story, make sure you hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss content like this. Today we're covering Jeeno's recent emotional moment that has people everywhere talking. And believe me, this is one of the most genuine and touching moments in professional golf this year. So you might have seen the headlines, you might have heard the buzz, and I know what you're wondering. Is she leaving golf? Is she retiring? And the answer is no. But what she did share is something that connects with so many people.
You mentioned it in your Golf Channel interview that you were home in Thailand and had the opportunity to feel like Gino off the golf course again. What does that look like to you? Like, what does Gino off the golf course mean?
If you've ever lived away from home, you'll understand this completely. Jeeno Thitikul is a 22-year-old superstar from Thailand who's sitting at the top of women's golf as the world's #1 player. Recently, she got real about something very personal, what it's truly like when you're making it big in America, but Thailand is still where your soul belongs.
I love going back to Thailand because sometimes here in US, I do have a house in Dallas, but I mean like it just still feel like you work.
Her honesty is so refreshing and real, making her more relatable than ever. If you're already invested in this story, go ahead and like this video so we can continue. Here's the situation. Gino has achieved massive success in America, millions in earnings, the top world ranking, basically everything professional golfers dream about. But during a recent interview, she opened up about something most international athletes experience, but rarely discuss publicly. While America has given her incredible opportunities and success, it doesn't feel like home to her. This isn't criticism, it's just honest. She explained how spending time in America for tournaments and training always feels like being at work, never like truly being home.
Go on work. But once I going back to Thailand, I don't really think about like we still doing work. So I was just playing with my dogs, have fun with, chasing my younger sister. Had a joke with my mom and dad, which is, kind of really nice of our mindset to like of golf.
Now here's where this story gets incredible. She opened up about how Thailand, her homeland, is where she finds complete peace. That's where her family is. That's where she can just be Gino, not world #1 golfer. That's where she enjoys her favorite Thai food, hangs with her family without tournament pressure, and simply breathes. And honestly, that's incredibly powerful and genuine. Let me explain why this matters so much. Gino has been traveling and competing internationally since she was 14 years old. That's when she became the youngest winner of a professional golf tournament in history. She turned pro at just 19 and immediately had to say goodbye to what she calls university life. The hangout, the normal young adult experiences, everything. But here's the deeper reality. Gino revealed she decided very early to pursue golf professionally because of her family. She's mentioned there are lots of people depending on her, so giving up isn't an option. She plays golf for her family, which is her top priority. She's earned over $13 million in her career and uses that money to take care of her parents, Montre and Sirawan, and her sister back in Thailand. That's her motivation. That's what drives her every single day. Make sure you're subscribed because we're about to go even deeper into this amazing story. What makes Gino's comments so powerful is that she's not whining. She's not saying she hates America or wants to quit. She's simply being real about what it's like being an international athlete. Just think about this for a moment. She's out there grinding, competing at the top level, handling pressure most of us can't even imagine. And she does it all because she loves her family so much that she's willing to be away from them to provide for them. During the off-season, Gino spends as much time as she can back in Thailand. She's mentioned how she always loves the Asian part of the LPGA Tour because of all the great food and good energy. She feels more comfortable when she's competing in Asia. She even bought a Mercedes-Benz in Thailand with her winnings because that's where she truly lives in her heart. Even though her career requires traveling everywhere, here's what makes this story even more incredible. Despite being the world's #1 ranked golfer and earning millions, Gino is still incredibly grounded and relatable. After winning $4 million at the CME Group Tour Championship last year, the biggest prize in women's golf history, you know what she talked about? How expensive Disney tickets were when she went to Disney World. I was blown away. Here's someone who just won $4 million and she's still thinking like a regular person about how much Disney costs. That's both funny and sweet at the same time. She also mentioned missing college life and wanting to experience normal things like hanging out with friends. That's genuine, that's real, and that's why fans absolutely love her. If you're enjoying this positive content, share this video with your friends who need to hear this inspiring message. So let's be clear about what this announcement actually means for Jeeno's future. Absolutely nothing is changing professionally. She's still the world's #1 female golfer. She's still competing at the highest level. She's still winning tournaments and earning millions. She's still representing Thailand on the world stage with pride. What has changed is that she's being more open about the emotional side of her life. She's helping people understand that you can be incredibly successful and still miss home. You can achieve your dreams and still feel homesick. You can love your career and still put your family above everything else. Actually, this honesty might make her even stronger as a competitor. When you know your purpose, when you know that every shot, every tournament, every win is for your family back home, that gives you a different kind of drive and strength. Jeeno keeps dominating the LPGA Tour. She recently won tournaments in 2024, including that massive $4 million CME Group Tour Championship victory. She's not slowing down. She's not backing off, and she's definitely not quitting. She's simply reminding us all that at the end of the day, golf is her job, but Thailand and her family, that's her home and her heart. There are so many incredible lessons in Jeeno's story. First, it's okay to be honest about your emotions. You don't have to act like everything is perfect all the time. Jeeno's openness makes her more human, more relatable, and honestly, more inspiring. Second, success doesn't eliminate homesickness or wanting to be with loved ones. Even when you're #1 in the world at what you do, you can still miss home, and that's completely normal. Third, family first is a beautiful way to live. Jeeno's entire career is motivated by her love for her family and wanting to take care of them. That's not weakness, that's strength. Fourth, you can honor your roots while chasing global dreams. Jeeno competes worldwide, but never forgets where she came from. She proudly represents Thailand everywhere she goes. And finally, being authentic is powerful. In a world where athletes often give polished PR answers, Jeeno's genuine, honest personality stands out. Whether she's talking about expensive Disney tickets or missing Thai food, she's real. So let's clear up any confusion about what this all means. Jeeno Thitikul is not quitting golf. She's not leaving the LPGA Tour. She's not retiring or stepping away. What she is doing is being refreshingly honest about the sacrifices that come with being a professional athlete. She's sharing her truth about missing home while chasing her dreams. She's reminding us that you can be successful and homesick at the same time. Jeeno continues to inspire millions of people, not just with her incredible golf skills, but with her authenticity, her family values, and her genuine personality. She's proving that you can be the best in the world at what you do while still being humble, real, and connected to what matters most, family. But there's something even bigger happening here that goes way beyond just one person's story. What makes Jeeno's journey so much more significant is how she's completely changing what's possible for Asian golfers on the world stage. As Thailand's first Rolex testimonial and the first Thai golfer to reach #1 in the world rankings, she's not just making history, she's rewriting what young golfers across Asia believe they can achieve. She's talked about how many talented young players in Thailand and throughout Asia have the skills to compete internationally, but they hold themselves back because they're scared. They see foreign athletes as somehow stronger or more capable than themselves, and that fear keeps them from even trying. Some find it terrifying to be away from home for a whole year, competing in foreign countries where everything feels different. But Jeeno is showing them something completely different. She's proving that Asian golfers have the talent and potential to compete with Americans, Europeans, anyone in the world. Her success is opening doors that were previously closed and changing mindsets that have existed for generations. What's incredible is how she's approaching this responsibility. Instead of just focusing on her own success, she's actively trying to inspire the next generation. She wants young Thai and Asian golfers to look at her path and realize they can do it too. She's becoming a bridge between cultures, showing that excellence has no nationality or geographic boundaries. This impact goes far beyond just golf statistics or tournament wins. When young golfers in Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, or anywhere in Asia see Jeeno holding up that #1 ranking, competing against the world's best players and winning, it changes their entire perspective of what's possible for someone who looks like them. Before Jeeno, Asian golfers might have felt like outsiders in the global golf scene. They might have believed that success at the highest level was reserved for players from certain countries or backgrounds, but Jeeno has shattered those barriers completely. She's proven that talent and dedication matter more than where you were born or what language you speak at home. Her influence extends beyond individual achievement. She's helping to grow women's golf throughout Asia, inspiring more young girls to pick up clubs and dream big. Golf academies across Thailand are seeing increased enrollment. Parents who never considered golf as a serious option for their daughters are now investing in lessons and equipment. This goes way beyond golf. Gino represents something bigger, the idea that with talent, hard work, and belief in yourself, you can succeed anywhere in the world, regardless of where you come from. She's proving that dreams aren't limited by your passport or your accent or the size of your hometown. But what makes her approach to all this attention and responsibility even more remarkable is her unique philosophy about success and inspiration. Here's where Gino shows wisdom beyond her years. Despite being a role model for millions of young golfers, she has a surprising message for those who want to follow in her footsteps. Don't try to be exactly like her. She's constantly telling young amateur golfers who say they want to be like her that it's not necessary. Her philosophy is simple but profound. Every person has their own unique path, and nobody can be exactly like someone else. If you set yourself the impossible goal of copying someone else's journey, you'll never actually enjoy the game. This kind of thinking is incredibly mature and shows how grounded she remains despite all her success. While many superstars encourage people to follow their exact blueprint, Gino is encouraging individuality and personal growth. She understands that what worked for her might not work for everyone else. Her advice to young athletes is to stay true to yourself and not let other people decide what's right or wrong for you. She believes that comes from their perspective, not yours. This kind of wisdom usually takes decades to develop, but Gino has figured it out at just 22 years old. What makes this philosophy even more impressive is how she applies it to handling pressure. She acknowledges that reaching the top comes with immense pressure, but she's learned to navigate the highs and lows by focusing on what she can control. She's developed this incredible mental approach where she recognizes there are good days and bad days, but she can only do her best in each moment. This mindset extends to how she views her training and preparation. She's moved away from the typical young athlete mentality of working harder and longer. Instead, she prioritizes quality over quantity in her training, understanding that balance is crucial for long-term success. She's learned that working hard is definitely key to success, but working smart is equally necessary. Gino also credits her support system, her family, manager, coach, and caddy for standing by her through every challenge. She understands that individual success is actually built on strong relationships and teamwork. This awareness of interdependence, rather than believing in pure individual achievement, shows remarkable emotional intelligence. Her mental game philosophy is particularly interesting. She's explained that at the professional level, athletes' abilities often don't differ that much. What usually makes the difference is their state of mind. This understanding has helped her develop incredible mental resilience and consistency. One of the most telling examples of her character came from discussing her most valued tournament experience. While you might expect her to choose one of her victories, she actually points to a defeat, the 2021 Honda LPGA Thailand tournament that she lost. She said that defeat forced her to reflect, refine her approach, and ultimately made her stronger as both a player and a person. This approach to learning from failure, rather than being defined by it, demonstrates the kind of growth mindset that separates good athletes from great ones. She's not afraid to acknowledge mistakes or setbacks because she sees them as essential parts of her development. This philosophy has created a fascinating paradox. The more successful she becomes, the more she emphasizes that others shouldn't try to copy her exact path. It's a level of self-awareness and genuine care for others that's rare in professional sports. Let's talk about what Gino has actually accomplished, because the numbers are absolutely staggering and tell only part of an incredible story that's still being written. She's not just successful, she's rewriting the record books in ways that seemed impossible just a few years ago. She became the second youngest golfer ever to reach world number 1, trailing only Lydia Ko. She's won back-to-back CME Group Tour championships, earning $4 million each time. That's $8 million from just 2 tournaments. She set a new record for single-season earnings on the LPGA Tour, earning over $6 million in 2024, and broke Annika Sorenstam's season scoring average record that had stood since before Gino was even born. Her 2025 season has been even more dominant. She's recording the lowest scoring average in LPGA history at 68.68 strokes per round, winning her second Very Trophy and leading the money list once again. She's also earned the 2025 Rolex Player of the Year award, cementing her status as the best female golfer in the world. But these achievements go beyond just individual success. When you look at her career earnings of over $17 million, you're seeing someone who's already 7th on the LPGA career money list at just 22 years old. That's absolutely unprecedented. Most golfers take decades to reach those earning levels, if they ever do at all. Her consistency is what's really remarkable. She's recorded 55 career top 10 finishes and 65 career top 25 finishes across just a few years as a professional. That level of sustained excellence is what separates good golfers from legendary ones. She's not just having occasional great weeks, she's performing at an elite level almost every time she tees it up. What makes these numbers even more impressive is the way she's achieved them. She's known for her complete game. There's no real weakness in her golf. Her driving is powerful and accurate. Her iron play is precise. Her short game is creative and reliable, and her putting is consistent under pressure. New Zealand's Lydia Ko, herself a former teenage prodigy and now an LPGA Hall of Famer, perfectly captured this when writing for Time 100 Next magazine. Ko noted that most professional golfers are really good at one thing. Some excel at long games or iron shots, others at putting or chipping. But for Jeeno, it's everything. That complete game is what makes her not just successful now, but positioned for sustained excellence over many years. Her mental approach is equally impressive. She's learned to handle the pressure that comes with being number one in the world, the expectation to perform every week, and the media attention that follows elite athletes. She's developed this incredible ability to stay present and focused on each shot, rather than getting caught up in the bigger picture or external expectations. What's particularly exciting is that Jeeno is still chasing her first major championship. With multiple top 10 finishes in majors, including a runner-up finish at the Evian Championship, she's consistently close to breaking through. Her skill level and mental approach suggest it's not a matter of if, but when she'll claim that first major title, and when she does, it will likely open the floodgates to many more. The way she's handled this pursuit of a major shows her maturity. Instead of getting frustrated or pressing too hard, she's remained patient and continued to trust her process. She understands that majors are different from regular tournaments. The pressure is higher, the fields are stronger, and sometimes you need a little luck to get over the finish line first. But perhaps what's most impressive about all these achievements is how she's accomplished them while staying true to her values and maintaining her perspective. She's never forgotten why she plays golf, for her family, and she's never let success change who she is as a person. That combination of elite performance and authentic character is what makes her special. But these numbers, as impressive as they are, don't capture the full scope of what Jeeno represents for the future of golf and for young people around the world. She's part of a generation of young, diverse global talent that's making the sport more interesting and more accessible to people everywhere. Her success is helping grow women's golf in ways that go far beyond entertainment or competition. As she puts it herself, she's not just playing for prize money anymore. She's playing to grow the game of golf globally. That vision, money, and using her platform to expand the sport's reach and inspire the next generation shows the kind of legacy she's building. She understands that her success creates opportunities for others, and she's taking that responsibility seriously. Perhaps most importantly, Jeeno is changing the culture of professional golf. In a sport that can sometimes feel exclusive or intimidating, she brings joy, authenticity, and relatability. She posts genuine content on social media, showing herself as a fun-loving person who just happens to be incredibly good at golf. This accessibility is helping attract new fans and participants to the game. Her influence is already visible in Thailand, where golf academies are seeing increased interest from young girls. Parents who never considered golf for their daughters are now seeing it as a viable path. Jeeno has shown that a girl from a small town in Thailand can compete with and beat the best players from anywhere in the world. But her impact extends far beyond Thailand. Across Asia, young golfers are looking at her success and realizing that their dreams of competing internationally aren't impossible. Golf federations in countries throughout the region are investing more in junior development programs, inspired by what Jeeno has achieved. This cultural shift is huge. For too long, golf was seen as a sport dominated by players from certain countries or backgrounds. Jeeno has completely shattered those perceptions. She's proven that talent, hard work, and the right mindset matter more than where you were born or what language you speak at home. Her approach to success is also changing how we think about what it means to be a champion. She's shown that you can be the best in the world while still being humble, grateful, and connected to your roots. You can achieve incredible things while maintaining perspective about what truly matters in life. The way she talks about her family, her appreciation for the opportunities she's been given, and her desire to help others succeed, these qualities are just as important as her golf skills. She's proving that true champions lift others up, rather than just focusing on their own achievements. Looking ahead, Jeeno's story is still being written. She's only 22 years old, which means she potentially has decades of elite competition ahead of her. If she maintains her current level of play, she could realistically win dozens of tournaments, multiple major championships, and possibly become the greatest female golfer of all time. But even if her competitive career ended tomorrow, her legacy would already be secure. She's inspired millions of young people, changed perceptions about what's possible for Asian athletes, and shown the world what authentic championship character looks like. So the next time you see Jeeno competing on the LPGA Tour, remember, you're not just watching a golfer. You're watching someone who's playing for something much bigger than trophies and prize money. You're watching someone who's playing for love, for family, for her country, and for every young golfer who's been told they're not good enough or don't belong on the biggest stages. You're also watching history in the making. Jeeno Thitikul's story isn't ending, it's just getting started. With major championships in her sights, a clear vision for growing the game globally, and the kind of character that inspires others to be their best selves, she's building a legacy that will influence golf for generations to come. Her journey from that 6-year-old choosing between tennis and golf to becoming the world's #1 female golfer proves that with passion, family support, and staying true to yourself, incredible things are possible. But more than that, her approach to success, humble, grateful, focused on lifting others up, shows what true championship character looks like. If this story touched your heart, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with everyone who needs to hear this inspiring message. Hit that notification bell so you never miss content like this. What do you think about Jeeno's honest revelation and her approach to inspiring others? Drop a comment below and let me know. Do you have similar experiences of missing home while pursuing your dreams? Let's have a conversation in the comments. Thanks for watching, and remember, it's okay to chase your dreams and miss home at the same time. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is show others that their own unique path to success is just as valid as anyone else's. That's what makes us human. See you in the next video.